or RAP, because the legislation also phases out a number of the U.S. Department of Education's existing repayment plans. RAP very well could be the only affordable choice for some of its borrowers. And joining me now is Jack Wallace. Jack has over 40 years of experience in corporate education and housing finance. Jack, thank you so much for being with us here today. What do borrowers need to know right now, especially for those who were enrolled in a Biden-era repayment plan?
It is great to be with you and with your viewers tonight. And yeah, there was a lot in the big, beautiful bill for people that have federal student loans that have gone into repayment over the course of the last year. A lot of people don't realize that, but yeah, they're supposed to be repaying their loans. You've got 4 million Texans there that have student loans. They owe $132 billion, which comes out to be about $34,000 per student loan borrower. So what people need to do, they need to be very proactive and go to studentaid.gov and pick out a payment plan that works best for them. If they can do it and take it out of your checking account, you'll save 0.25% on your interest rate. It will preclude you from going delinquent. If you have more than one student loan, consolidate your loans into one, because that will reduce default. And if you are in default, and we've got about 5 million that we know of in default right now across the country, you want to sign up for the rehabilitation program that permits you to get out of default, get back into good graces, and to get federal student aid again, so you can go back to school if you would like.
And what other action should borrowers be taking right now, especially for those who simply can't afford a highly monthly payment right now? You mentioned reconsolidating and consolidating those into one big loan. What are some other actions for those who, again, just can't afford that high payment?
Well, if you can't meet the payments, go to that website, studentaid.gov, and we have a new repayment program coming out that'll be effective shortly. And that will give you the opportunity to pay a minimum of $10 per month and then pay percentage of your adjusted gross income. And that number, whether it's 1% or 10%, is a function of your income, and also the term of the loan would be based upon how big of a loan balance that you have on your student loan. So those are some of the options that you have. But the big issue is to be proactive. Talk to your servicer, look at your emails, look at your mail if you get snail mail, and communicate, because there are ways to stay out of delinquency and get out of default.
So important. So all of this is happening, Jack, as student loan delinquency rates are the highest they've ever been in 21 years. And a new report by CNBC says that nearly 1 in 5 older student loan borrowers are seriously delinquent as these collection efforts are ramping up. Do you see it improving anytime soon?
We are seeing, and we're going to see this after Labor Day, that the numbers, you had administrative forbearance dating back until March of 2020, which, didn't have people making student loan payments. Now that's all segueing back into repayment. And so, you're going to see numbers. We see 5 million in default that we know of now, 4 million severely delinquent. Those numbers will double, I believe, once we get past Labor Day and we get updated reporting. So people, as soon as they see and listen to your piece tonight, should get online tonight or tomorrow and go to studentaid.gov. The other thing is, if your viewers have got a job, and they should go to the Human Resource Department and see if they have the ability to sign up for getting your student loan and education stuff prepaid with pre-tax dollars. And that was a big, beautiful bill extension that was done by President Trump last month. And so now you can get $5,250 per tax year paid by pre-tax dollars on your income to repay educational expenses. That was supposed to sunset on 12/31 of this year. It's now been made permanent, and it's going to be access to inflation. But your company needs to have that program. If they don't, tell HR to sign up for it for the benefit season so you can take care and take advantage of it in 2026.
Jack, it certainly has been an interesting few years when it comes to school loans and student school loans, and especially, of course, when we say payments completely coming to a halt, of course, during the pandemic. We also saw the Biden administration, of course, try to do that student loan forgiveness. That only happened for a select group of people. What has really taken place in those 4 to 5 years? I imagine a lot of people not making payments and that money going somewhere else entirely.
Well, it's something where, forgiveness is not coming unless it's codified in the Higher Education Act of 1965. We still have the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program that has been around under Obama and Bush 43, that people can still take it. If you're a cop or a fireman, first responder, school teacher, work for a nonprofit, you can get forgiveness in 10 years if you have on-time payments for 10 years. So there's still stuff that you can do, but you've got to you got a loan, you didn't get a grant, and the loan has got to be repaid. And just remember, we heard a couple of months ago that the IRS is now going to be taking, after Labor Day, tax refunds and wage garnishment. So, this is a program that dates back to 1996. It's not new. It's just been reinstated. And, if you owe federal student loans, do something about it. Either get a modified plan or repay it.
Of course, school loans, one of those debts that stick with you no matter what happens, even if you file for bankruptcy. Jack Wallace, thank you so much for sharing your insight on an issue that many El Pasoans, of course, are dealing with right now. We certainly appreciate your time with us here today.
Always a pleasure, and good luck to your viewers.
Awesome. Thank you, Jack. Well, coming up, a plan to replace the STAR test received final approval today at the Texas Capitol. Coming up, what lawmakers say it will replace